It's me, Johnson Chan. Oh, oh, busy. But the good kind of busy. No, I just been working non-stop on my game. In fact, I spent another $60 just now buying more material assets on the Unreal Marketplace. One of them actually doesn't work. So I basically wasted, I don't know, 10, 15, or $20 on that thing because it's not compatible with Unreal 4.27. But, obviously I'm not angry about it, but I was like, interesting. And then when I tell myself, I mean, aside from, hey, you're not supposed to get angry, period, because obviously I got to return to God, so no anger. Still working on it. The silent prayer is getting harder because I can tell that Satan's like, he knows I'm going away. And then I'm going to come back and like completely screw up his plans. Right? That's why he's causing a lot of problems with my game, which really isn't that big of a problem. It's just like inconveniences. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I was just working on the game and like, Epic Games spent like probably tens of millions of dollars, I don't know, 50, $100 million making Paragon, and that basically died. And then you have Island of Nine, right? That also died. So like, should I really be upset that I wasted 10 or $15? I mean, I don't even know, right? Because it's such a small amount of money. So I consider myself very, very fortunate. So I'm like way ahead of the curve. Like I kind of want to show it, but I'm actually packaging up I guess I could try it. I'm backing up my project so I can, put it on Google Drive because, it's always important to keep saving and keep making backups because that one time that you don't do it, and there's always a risk because I do a lot of work, and then it might crash before I actually back everything up, and then now everything's screwed up, and I could lose like many hours of work. Okay, configure video and turn off auto zoom. So the next patch is definitely going to be really nice. More like a cosmetic patch. So now my game takes up like 4.16 gigabytes of space. Okay, so it looks like as long as I don't change anything, because I don't want to mess up the whatever's here. So let me think. Well, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of want to just show the different maps too. So let's do display capture. You can't see because of anything. So here's the thing. So before it was like, it still has that basic like default base layout from the original, but I spent the weekend, creating the landscape, adding the trees. I also removed like the manually placed trees and foliage. Added more materials. I want to make another pass on this, but not right now because I already did like so much work on the like aesthetics. Now I want to go back to like the actual like coding and stuff because like I want to start working on the stamina system because the entire game is going to actually rely on the stamina system. I might create a mana system too. Well, specifically bioenergy. I'll have to think about that. But that's like 3 things to keep track of. So why not just have everything just go off of stamina, right? So, that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't actually do that little shining thing. It'll actually just come out. Actually, I could probably play it. Actually, yeah, I haven't done a play test. I also can't wait to show you the new main menu and the main menu music. Yeah, see, so it's nice. So instead of the dull gray, now it's nice and shiny. It's very reflective. So materials is like this color that you see on this water barrel. So that's called a material. It looks really, really nice. Now, the problem is I'm doing display capture, so the graphics look like crap. Oh, I gotta change this eventually. And I decided to make the spindle cable roll like just made out of bronze or brass or copper, because that's actually supposed to be metal, and then this stuff is supposed to be wood. But the whole thing is just one whatever. So I redid the walls. I finally figured out how to do it so it doesn't have that ugly stretching thing. I'm supposed to use a different geometry. Oh, I didn't color this clown. Well, I'm packaging up the project now, so I can't make any changes to the game, to anything. Otherwise, it's gonna mess up the WinRAR thing. So I made this out of gold, I think, or copper. Each of the different maps or whatever, they look different. All right, and then of course, if you run out of bounds. This was actually not too bad to implement. I just simply took the spawn point code and I just duplicated it, and then I just changed it so that regardless of what team you're on, because that's how the code is logically created. You have to go pretty far out before you trigger the out of bounds. Unless I screwed up. Yeah, there you go. Holy crap, this is way further than I initially thought. Yeah, and then, you know, I have to change this because this is too far out. Yeah. So let us hit the escape key. Let me see. What did I set it to, man? Yeah, it's a little hard to see. Okay, so this is the red line up here. Wow. Yeah, I really had to go really far. Yeah, and this is a desert, so it's not supposed to be a lot of trees. And then capture the flag map. Same base. I think this should be okay because I'm not touching the two folders where it stores these shaders, so I think it should be okay. So it's the same thing. I had to repopulate the trees. Yeah, you have to wait for these shaders to compile. This is going to be annoying. And actually, it's going to take a while because my CPU is consumed with... Let's see, what do I have a nice looking map? I think Kill Confirmed looks pretty nice because this is the one that's, I think I assigned it the green foresty stuff. Let me see. Oh man, my computer's chugging. And I'm streaming, so it's consuming all the CPU. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could try pausing. I could try pausing this. I don't think I should do that though. Alright, well, unfortunately, I think well, shoot. What happens if I hit pause? Does this help? Oh man, I messed up. Let me see. What's going on here? Alright, OBS. There we go. Alright. Wow, Unreal's taking up 3 gigs of RAM. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, I better actually stop screwing with this because it's messing up the computer. But yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot better than before than the gray drab checker box. So yeah, look at that. It looks so nice. It looks so nice. The problem is, I kind of like just watching the hills, but on the other hand, I couldn't really stand this extra like empty space because it does look a lot better when there's a lot less foliage. But I figure, well, it's kind of like rich in life here, right? That's the theme of this map. Let's see, what did I do with deathmatch? I think I did the same thing. Oh yeah, I also have to adjust the stupid sun because the shadows are like really kind of nutty. I'll probably just do that in the next pass. Yeah, here I put heavy amounts of whatever. But yeah, looks really nice. Looks really nice. I mean, it's compiling shaders, so there might be some missing stuff here. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh my god, look at that. That is a wow, you cannot see them. Yeah, you can really hide in plain sight here. Oh, that's because the shaders are compiling. That's why it's so dark. Yeah, it looks really nice. And yeah, instead of manually inputting all this, I have to use something called a foliage tool. So that was actually nice. That was actually worth the money that I paid to learn the foliage tool. Because this is actually how you build like a lot of trees and foliage, and it still runs really well. Because the way that's set up is, when you're rendering these trees, it's called a draw call. So the foliage tool in Unreal is specifically designed to minimize those draw calls, but you know, put it all over the place. It's a little hard to explain, but basically there's a big difference between taking something over here and dragging it into the map. That's actually a draw call. But if I use the foliage call thing, and I have like 50 trees, those 50 trees still cost the same as one, apparently. I think it costs a little more, but it's very, very efficient. So that's why, like, you know, because obviously game performance, because I'm not doing crazy AAA graphics. I want my game to run well, so I want it to look as good as it can. So like 2K, 4K textures, which is basically what all of this stuff is. I think in fact these trees are like 1 or even 2K textures. So it's very lightweight, it's very performant, and of course it still looks very, very nice. So I'm very, very happy with that. I mean, I could show you the other stuff, but I'm gonna probably just save it for the tech demo for when the patch comes out. I mean, I just have to hope that my music composer, like he did mess up yesterday. He spent an entire day working on a completely wrong direction for the music, and it kind of just screwed everything up. So hopefully, when I hear from him, I think today, at least before he goes to bed, we'll be back on track because it starts off really good. It's just that the last half of the music has to be correct. All right, let's go to continue. All right, so yeah, things are going very, very well. I still can tell that Satan is really trying to mess me up, and I obviously recognize that. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right. So anyway, it's been a week. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I said have a good weekend, but hopefully all of you had a good weekend. So yeah, got that out of the way. So Bitcoins are having some resistance at around 62 grand. Bitcoin futures are now out, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I think for the most part, it's not too bad. At least things haven't crashed. That was the biggest concern. Because Greg Manarino said he's not sure if it's going to go way up or way down. He just said it was going to be volatile because of the futures. So, all right. So far, not too bad, but it could very much change at any moment. Binance Coin recovering, it's almost back at $500, so I'm very happy about that. My Binapet's also kind of starting to resist at the bottom and starting to come back up a little bit, so I'm doing pretty well. Dogcoin's also doing very well, and because of that, Shiba's up like 12.8%. So again, I'm very happy about that. So looks like the bottom is basically in. We just gotta wait a little while longer, and just hope that Wall Street doesn't screw us with their futures. Okay, let's take a look at Google Trend Clown Show here, and it says last week is 20, so it's actually up. All right, so it does look like retail normies are gonna start jumping in. So okay, great. I don't care how this goes. I just want some clarity on the issue. So hopefully this thing will just start spiking up in like November, and then it'll just be like 2017 and even maybe 2013 before it. We cash out, we make our millions, then we short the markets, and then, Bitcoin goes from $1 million to like 50K. And then I have like $10 million, and I'm just going to go hire people to help me make my game because I could really, I could use a lot of work. But what's nice is I think there was this one person. Actually, let's not use this. Let's use, what's the ID for my game? So steamcommunity.com/games. I wrote gamers. This is actually a much better whatever. 29, yeah. So there's me. Wait. Oh, that's right. It's pulling my current data. So that's actually me over there. So it's actually really nice. And one of the guys that left me a nice review on the game page. Let me see. Visit store page. This is so slow. What's going on? He actually left me, I think, a negative review on Sedition's Tower Defense, the first game. So yeah, people are actually surprisingly kind of nice, right? But that's because I'm doing things a lot different. I also have lowered everyone's expectations. I just straight up told people, hey, this thing's prototype. It's bad. Don't expect anything because there's nothing to expect, right? But here's, here's what I'm planning to do, right? So everything's very transparent, very Jesse Lee Peterson, like just straight up tell people the truth, like, yeah. And oh yeah, Colin Powell, he did. He was actually a traitor and supported Obama, and got a lot of innocent people killed in Iraq War and all that stuff. Like he played everybody. So he's just a bad person. But, he did. So hopefully, his evil influence will finally leave us all alone. Right? And then we can, get back to, making things better for everybody. Okay, so, all right, so bond yields look pretty stable. And I know the Manarino index is going up, and now it's down. So this is good. Because he was a little concerned, because Greg was a little concerned that it was going up today. It's just something to watch. So what's the markets doing? We'll go back to crypto in just a sec. Well, actually, there's nothing to say. The crypto's just going to keep going up for now. All right, stocks are mixed after a down morning, because it was actually down a lot. The NASDAQ is kicking butt, so that's good. Riot and Mara are also popping off, especially Riot. Right, I got like a negative $50,000 hole or negative $40,000 hole that Riot needs to close. So that means I need Riot to go back to $60 a piece. Then it'll be like negative 10,000. But the good news is it's finally going up because I was getting very frustrated that, and I'm not supposed to get frustrated because that's also anger. See, I'm aware of these things, but you know, God has been changing. I've noticed that I'm, you know, improving. Like, yeah, I still got my problems, but they're coming less and less. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? Right. Oh yeah. If Bitcoin was like $1 million, will then this stupid stock ride finally do something for a change? So I'm glad that it's finally doing the right thing. Yeah, even Coinbase is up. All right. So why the Bitcoin ETF is like water in a bathtub? All right. Well, we're gonna have to. Actually, we do want to look at this because I kind of want to glean what Wall Street's doing. Epic welcomes blockchain games, but don't expect any. Yeah. Yeah, once Epic Games enters, I actually want to read this. Okay, so following reports that Valve is banning crypto and NFT-related games on Steam, its proprietary Epic Games showed a welcome idea for blockchain the use of crypto. Yeah, this is actually very shocking. This is actually the one mistake Gabe Newell is making. All right, All right, I actually have to tweet this out. I love both Epic Games and Steam, but Gabe Newell just handed Tim Sweeney and Unreal the entire game for blockchain games. A very rare but extremely costly mistake to make. Yeah. Good thing I switched to Unreal Engine. Yeah. There's still a lot of Steam, though. Yeah, this is actually very shocking. Like I would actually not expect Gabe Newell to make that kind of mistake. But yeah, he just until Gabe realizes his mistake, he literally is handing the entire NFT. Like, look, Axie Infinity is a blockchain game, and I almost said chain gang for some reason, right? And it's got a market cap of 7.3 billion, right? And it's under a lot of pressure. Seriously, you're gonna throw that all away? Epic Games will take it. All right, I am going to want to make blockchain games someday. Guess what? I'm going to use the Unreal Engine. In fact, Binamin is using the Unreal Engine. So I actually do want to read that article as well. All right, so we're going to read that because obviously I'm a game developer now, so I want to read that. New York businesses ask governor to deny permits for crypto mining. My God, I hate New York so much. I cannot wait to leave, and then one day I will return and fix things. All right. Loretta Lynch directs 2 crypto firms to shut down and is investigating 3 other clowns. Yeah, New York is just G-word, massively G-word. Okay, how about futures? There's no articles about the futures. Okay. Bitcoin extends rally above 60K. They're not okay. The rally that's carried Bitcoin above 60,000 last week extended into Monday. Bitcoin has added 8% over. Okay. Bitcoin has added over 8% over the last week on clear and positive signals that the SEC will approve ProShares ETF tomorrow. I thought they were supposed to be out today. And it spiked by over 30% since late September. That's actually a problem. That means this could very well be a sell the news kind of thing. So wait. No, buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, that means we're not actually out of this yet. Oh man. Gary Gensler recently reiterated crypto needs to be more of course you would say that. Matthew Hogan? There's a U in there though. Hugan. CIO, Bitwise, really all I meant is regular curve for crypto. Bitwise filed for Bitcoin ETF on its own, pending late November approval. Digital coins on a bull run not seen since China banned crypto. Okay, I don't need a history lesson here. Debate about spot versus futures ETF. During a time, increasing scrutiny occurred. Bitcoin is volatile. It's better online by Bitcoin without direct holding, but still not agrees on bulls. Okay, I'm not reading any more of this. I want to read the Steam and Epic Store. Tim Sweeney said that. Oh, he twisted. Oh, he tweeted. I mean, probably follow their own disclosure trend. Already run by Epic's not using it. Okay, we'll innovators. Steam is banning crypto-based games. Tim, ahead of the curve as always, sees yet another part of the future. Epic Games is going to overtake Steam until okay, I didn't actually know he tweeted this out. So, okay, let me actually go on like Gab and tweet that out as well. Okay, yeah, because yeah, I'm gonna definitely sell like seditionist NFTs, but it's really because I want to create like these play to earn games too. So. That's going to be very, very nice. The innovator, so you told The Verge that when it comes to the use of NFTs, real Epic is willing to work with earlier in this field under some like that as a provider. However, fairly clear, Epic is not planning to use NFTs. Right? They won't support crypto payments, right? Because he probably needs to stay away from that for now. So they will need to use another payment. They will also have a plan to integrate blockchain and client anytime soon. Yeah, because he knows it's volatile. Epic Games started developed by Major, the platform. Okay, you already know that. Say developed by Game Ban on Steam, Prime Digital. Steam update. I forgot that state of video but an issue for a lot of are not allowed in digital store. Game developers space for a claim on Steam's point of view is that items have value and they don't allow items to get real on their platform. Well, it has value. It's just that. Remember, Steam used to actually accept Bitcoin, and then they took it off after 2017, like the crash. So like it completely screwed Gabe. It probably screwed up Gabe Newell. So he's like, F Bitcoin. We're a multi-billionaire company. I made Half-Life and Dota 2. What do I need this crap for? So maybe it has something to do with that. Yeah. So all right. So things are looking good. I actually thought it was the ETFs were live right now, but apparently they're live tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's do a triple take. Check take this. Okay. So CNBC is saying ProShares Bitcoin ETF is tomorrow. Oh, great. Lovely, because I'm doing these on Monday now, these Bitcoin Clown Worlds. Alright, well, I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, because obviously I don't know what Wall Street's going to do. Price of Bitcoin Clown World on Monday, coin. I've ever watched to see a Bitcoin jump above 64.8K to reach an all-time new high. Okay, I've sought to approval. Annual roll is may hope that a lot of you will pay the way for spot Bitcoin ETF, not you pay on much more short time. Crypto has led to first, so okay. Well, I had no idea. I mean, it's basically 50-50 at this point. What's going to happen with Bitcoin? It's going to pop off a lot, or it's going to go down a lot. I mean, maybe it'll stay flat. I can't imagine that, though. I can't imagine that. Let me think. George Soros is in Bitcoin. He said he doesn't own a whole lot. So if I had to guess, if they want to tank Bitcoin crypto prices, they might. Just so they could buy more Bitcoin and then hyper pump it. The problem is, they really don't want to be beating down on Bitcoin crypto because it's already, like, the retail normie interest is like 20. It's already kind of low. I don't know. But anyway, I was going to say that this week was going to be another great week, but, you know, because I was operating on the assumption that today the Bitcoin futures were operational, but they're not. It's tomorrow. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow, and then, you know, we'll do a live stream, obviously, after markets close, and then we'll make a determination then. But right now, I don't know. Like, I would probably just not do anything, to be honest. Like, just do what you normally do. And then if it goes down, then, I mean, it sucks a lot, you know, big PP, but no, you know, that's just how it goes. But even if it does go down, it'll eventually pop back up. So, you know, Like really, I'm kind of just sick and tired of these ups and downs. I just want this thing to skyrocket already. I want my freaking money, right? I want my money. All right, because I'm about to ask my EU lawyer to file some trademarks in the EU. All right, so yeah, I still haven't heard back from the USPTO yet either, because I filed my international trademarks. And I still haven't heard back from. Let me actually log in. Because my hosting provider actually banned one of my, one of my email accounts because because what was happening was I was receiving a lot of spam, and that spam was being forwarded to my Gmail, Yahoo, because that's how I have it set up. And yeah, that eventually triggered the thing because these assholes are just spamming their shitty trademark services that I obviously don't want or need. And it's very freaking annoying. And that actually caused my mail server to trigger an automatic ban. I mean, I contacted my hosting provider and got it lifted, but very, very irritating. Very, very irritating. Email accounts. Okay, check my mail. Yeah, I don't. There's gotta be. Is there another way I can check on this? Like, there's no link or anything for me to check the status of this, because it's supposed to be 5 days. When did I file this? This thing says October 9th, 2029, or 21. October 9th, so I file on a Saturday, so business days. So today is business day number 6. 1, 2, 5, yeah. I should be hearing something from them like today, or at least definitely by Friday, but this is a little irritating. Let me see. Is there a link here I can check? Yeah, because I filed a... No, skip footer. Yeah, because I filed a trademark globally 2 Saturdays ago. Let's see. So I wrote 10 countries, and I wrote Australia, Brazil, because apparently IP violation rates are pretty rampant in Brazil. Canada, China, India, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Russia, and of course England. European Union's not in there because I want my lawyer to do that one. So, well, actually, he already is filing in Europe. But yeah, this crap was expensive. I spent $2,558.94. I gotta do that at least 2 more times. Lovely. All right, I'm still packaging. All right, so anyway, things for the most part look very good, but I can't make any predictions. I obviously hope that this week will still be very, very good, and we'll just keep popping off. But Pro Shares ETF is tomorrow, so I don't know. Because let's say Wall Street decides they want to tank Bitcoin, right? So they can make money off of the Pro Shares futures. What they'll do is they'll have to buy a lot of Bitcoin and crypto, and then dump it all on the spot market to bring the prices down. Which I think they could do because there's been a lot of buying in Bitcoin and crypto, right? So obviously that means, they are, that means in order to sell crypto, you have to have the crypto in your hand in the first place so you can dump it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. So anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. I gotta get back to work. Yeah, it's about to finish packaging. I want to get back to coding. And yeah, I mean the market, but overall, long term, I mean, still looks, well, I should say short to medium term still looks very, very good, right? Because again, the Manarino index has actually gone down. We're still in the green zone. We're getting pretty close to the beginning of the yellow zone, but I get a feeling that we'll be all right. And yeah, it's actually interesting. Greg finally said that inflation's gonna pump the markets. Yeah, it's supposed to pump the markets because the dollar's going down in value, so everything else has to go up, right? You know, the dollar loses 99% of its value, then Bitcoin is supposed to be worth like $1 million, right? Because it's like the German World War One wheelbarrow effect, right? You need a barrel full of dollars to buy a loaf of bread, and then no one even wants the paper anymore. They just want the wheelbarrow, right? Because that's basically what's happening. Yeah. Anyway, see you all tomorrow after markets close. Thanks for